All right, welcome back to Small Town Sports. We're doing hockey today. There's not much going on, so we're just going to cover a bunch of random shit that's going on in the league. There was a trade today. We'll go over the deadline and all that stuff. Tomorrow we do have a trade podcast coming for the NBA. We could like the Woj podcast almost. We're gonna do one tomorrow on Friday, right in the morning. It'll be coming out around noonish. So let's just get on with the skills comp that happened. McDavid went 8 for 8 and still lost to Kadri by like a hundredth of a second. It was ridiculous. Like it was. I think it was nice seeing him in like something besides fucking um the speed race or whatever it is. Like
No, yeah, I think trying to do right. Like it would have been kind of an automatic. McDavid win, maybe not, right? Like he lost a couple of years ago, I'm pretty sure, but fuck, I thought I don't know. And there's a lot of guys flying. Like Cale McCarr, he ended up slipping, but I don't know, man. He was my favorite for that, but
yeah, no, that it is wild though that he went 8 for 8 in under 10 seconds both times. Like that's ridiculous.
that's sick. He's a consistent shooter, right? Like it's just in the end, he took his time or whatever against Kadri, but like fuck, like Kadri
Oh,
was fucking shooting. I'm like, I
he
don't know,
was
Zachary.
flying, just flying. Like the skills comp though all around this year was kind of a fucking joke. I don't know. It was boring. It's been boring the past couple of years. I don't know what they're gonna do to spice it up. They don't really got.
Man, like I don't know if it's like that for the NBA, but they have the teams already picked kind of from like I guess it is like fan vote, but like man, there used to be like a draft, right? Like it used to be like an
Yeah,
Eastern Western Conference draft, two captains. Like it was sick. Like it was
yeah.
made a whole fucking I don't know. I was so intrigued to watching the drafts and shit. It's fucking I don't know.
I don't know,
But
man. Like I think they should like maybe add like a whole ice shot. Like you leave the net open, like close the top of the net and just leave a little bottom that the puck can get through and see who can make a like shot from the other end of the ice. Something like that. Something intriguing because you got your skate competition, you got your shots, you got all that shit. Maybe like I don't know, body checking competition. See who hits hard. You jump into a sensor, you fucking just give her hell. Like something
mm,
like that. Like who has the hardest body check? Like and then you get the award for toughest player. Like something like that. It's
yeah,
in
I don't know.
Toronto next year, so
Mhm. Well, like yeah, the big ones for me are just like I don't know, the skating obviously and the hardest slap shot. I'm like,
yeah,
fuck, I didn't, but like I didn't see. Was there even a hardest slap shot this year? I
yeah. It was only like 110 or something like that. It wasn't big.
10. They hit
Yeah,
110.
I think so, something like that. I know a lot of them were lackluster. Like whoever hit like in the hundreds was winning. Like 93
Yeah. No.
miles and all that shit was like the main.
Well, who was in it? Who won it? Was Obi in it and shit?
I don't think Ovi was in it. Like it was like a bunch of I can't remember who was in that. It was random. Like there's just random selections. Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah, I think the lowest one was like an 88 or something like that. It wasn't nothing crazy. Yeah, it's just I don't know. You got to spice it up a bit. Everybody in the league's talking about it. Even the superstars, they're talking about it. Like we got to spice this up. I like the All Star game this year. I don't know if they do that every year. I haven't really watched the All Star game, but like first period,
I don't know.
yeah,
I like watching. The game was sick. I was rooting for Atlantic anyway. My team's in Atlantic, but
yeah.
I don't know. The squad was just so good. They had so many good fucking players, and they were passing the puck well.
Yeah,
But it
it
was
was
cool to
cool to see
see.
the. Yeah,
Pedersen and fucking Horvat, playing together for the last time and shit like that. But I don't know. It's
that
kind of sick.
that was cool. It was cool to see the Kachuk brothers on the ice at the same time. I
What's
thought that
that?
was the Kachuk brothers. It was cool to see them on the ice at the same
No, it
time.
was fucking sick. Matthew Kachuk played fucking good too. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
he won it. He won the
actually,
MVP.
yeah.
Like I don't know. I would love to see them on the same team at one point. I think
Fuck yeah, that'd be sick for
Matthew, how
sure.
about how about you come up to Ottawa, buddy? We'll move Shabbat for you. Like, who do you
Fuck.
want?
Matthew beat Otto ever traded fucking Brady, right? So I don't know if Matthew's going again anytime soon.
No, we're not giving you Timmy for Matthew Kachuk though either. By the way, Timmy's a fucking star, man. This kid is like,
Like,
I love watching him play. His shot is so clean, and in person, man, it's just insane. We
Fuck for
can
real.
we can talk about Bo Horvat. I was studying in New York. He had a goal the other night. First goal as an Islander. How do you think that fits? How do you think he's doing?
I mean, fuck. Like I actually did see that goal. They won the last two. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It brings hope. You know, they might make the playoffs. They got a tough division, but I mean, fuck. It would be nice to see Horvat fucking, I don't know, do something with like the Islanders and shit. You know, fucking finesse with like Vancouver and shit. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, they can still snag the
Shit.
wild card. That is a possibility.
I,
Yeah.
yeah.
Buffalo could also have the chance to snag it. The wild card in the Atlantic's kind of up in the air right now, and like those two divisions, it's up in the air.
Yeah,
Tage
yeah, no,
Tage Thompson, the fucking Buffalo, they're right there behind the Sid the Kid.
yeah. Well, it's just like, especially come playoff time too. Eastern has been such a good conference, but like, what does it mean for New York now with fucking Tarasenko and shit? Like, are they gonna go farther? You see them maybe, going first round, second round, but like I didn't see them in the question. They got good players to manage that. Well, like Panarin, obviously, fucking uh, how's his name? Chidel or something, 72. I don't fucking know. He's fucking producing a lot of points and shit. It's fucking like, with Tarasenko now too, it's like, fuck, man. I don't know. They got fucking solid defensemen too. They got fucking Truba, solid man.
Yeah, and I don't even think they gave up a lot for Tarasenko. They gave up like a second round pick and like a couple of role players, two role players. I mean, like it's not a like you're getting Tarasenko. You didn't give up a single star. I mean, I think you won that trade. Now you got a chance to chase the wild card because I don't think they're in a playoff spot. I'm not 100%. I can check here just now, but I'm not 100% if they're a lock for the playoffs because they're in the Atlantic, right?
For a lock, like right now, anyway. For
Are
the
they?
end today, they got like third seed. Yeah. It's like New Jersey Devils, New York Rangers, and fucking Carolina.
Oh, Carolina, the Devils, and the Rangers. Oh, they're in the Metro. For some reason, I thought they were in the Atlantic. I don't know why. Okay. Yeah, and then Washington and
Oh, yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Like, you know, fuck, they have a good record too. They're like 29, 14, and 8, New York. And it's like, fuck, man. Like, can't see them losing a lot of games now. Like, just on paper, they got such a good fucking squad. It's like,
Oh, that's kind of crazy, man. They went to the East Finals last year, right?
the Rangers?
Yeah.
Fuck, I can tell you, dude. I actually don't know. No, fuck, maybe. Tampa played who in the conference final last year?
I think it was New York, man.
Wow,
I
you
think
might be right.
I think it was New
No,
York. I mean, that's kind of wild. Like you just added a star. You might be able to go all the way to the finals this year. I mean, I wouldn't put it
fuck.
past them. I wouldn't put it
Shit.
past them.
Yeah, I guess not. You just had to see, right?
I mean, like the NHL's kind of like it's wild. All of a sudden, like, did anybody see the Hurricanes doing this year? Did you see it happen? Like,
Yeah, they're usually a good team in the regular season. They're just such a young squad, right? Like fucking, I don't know. They don't have a lot of playoff experience, so that's why I fucking. But I don't know. They have good players and fucking like they've had Aho and Snechnikov
yeah.
for like a while. I don't know. They're both really good.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I mean, New York's
Kind
pretty
of
crazy right now. Fucking that whole state's going crazy. Like Buffalo, the two New York City teams, fucking the Devils, like that whole state is just on fire. Like, it's ridiculous. Um,
yeah.
I mean, we can on
Oh
the
my God. Right. The Rangers went to the fucking conference final last year. That's fucked. Sorry, that's off topic, but
yeah.
I just didn't
I
know.
mean, losing your enforcer though is kind of a big hit. They did lose Reeves to Minnesota. They did trade him, I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, you lost a big enforcer there, but I think your skill all around will make up for that now, 100%. I mean, on the topics of trades and signing, we can just the Maple Leafs signed Connor Timmins to a 2-year extension. Like, what do you make of that? Is that a big signing, big extension for them, or
Wait, who?
Connor Timmins?
I don't
Yeah,
know the fuck.
everybody's talking about it, and I was like, I've never heard of this guy. I didn't even know he's in the league. Like Patty Kane like needs to be traded to Toronto like tonight. Like it needs to happen.
Oh
And
fuck no, fuck no.
fuck yeah. I mean,
Oh, I think
Pat,
fucking. I thought Patrick Kane was going to New York. I thought I did not think they were going to trade him. I don't know if he wanted to be dealt like before the deadline and shit. Like fucking, I don't know. I didn't. I don't know about Tays either. Like I don't think they're gonna leave. Like I can't see it. But fucking. But if I had an idea where they were going, I was thinking, well, Patrick Kane, New York Rangers or Buffalo. So I don't know. Kind of
yeah.
probably stay.
I
But
mean, he's still on the table for so many teams. And like know the Chicklets boys, one of them wants him in Toronto. He's a Toronto fan, but he's talked about it for so long about King getting in Toronto and all that shit. But he's still on the table. Apparently, Boston's looking to shop him to see what they can give up to get him. I mean, if Boston gets him, then they're a lock for the fucking finals. Like, I think they're a lock right now, but like if they get him, they're a lock.
fuck. Like it's like especially too like fuck man. Like they're such a good team. They're first in the fucking league and like like I can't see teams changing a lot going into the playoffs if they're already doing like good.
Yeah,
So like it definitely wouldn't hurt Boston, but it's like, is it the best choice to take Patrick Kane, who's been out of like a playoff kind of, you know,
yeah. He hasn't been there in a while.
last couple of years and like fucking, yeah, fuck. I don't know. I think Boston fucking stays where they are and Patrick Kane gets dealt next year for a fresh season, fresh start, kind of.
Fair
Yeah.
enough, man. Like honestly, like I know they've also been shopping Jacob Chikrin or whatever his name is, the defenseman from Arizona. They've looked at him a couple of times. He's going places and shit. Like they're gonna trade him, I think. Like where do you think he lands?
Who?
Jacob Chikrin, Chiasan or whatever his name is from Arizona, the defenseman.
Tampa.
Tampa. What do you want them in Tampa? I mean,
No.
him and their goalie are on the market.
He what?
Him and the goalie in Arizona are on the market right now. They're on the block. So I don't know who really trades for him. Like, what's the move here? Fucking Ottawa, make a move here. We need to get our defensive presence up. If he's on the table, why don't you guys try to make a couple of moves here? Like
Shen from Vancouver. He's pretty good.
JT, like speaking on Vancouver, JT Miller, apparently that situation has calmed down. They're not doing much with him now. Like the
Oh, he's not
trade,
in like the
yeah, like the trade deadline right now is kind of dead. Like it's just centered around Patty Kane, and it was centered around Bo Horvat and Quinn Hughes, but it sounds of it, Miller and Quinn Hughes are like gonna stay in Vancouver. So I don't know how you feel about that. Like I don't even know who is shopping them. Like where could they go? Like
Florida.
Florida. I mean, I've seen a couple of mock trades with Duclair, Florida trying to trade him. I don't
Trying to
know.
get rid of him.
I've just seen mock trades like they should trade him. I like Duclair. He played for Ottawa for a season. He was a stud. Like
Yeah, he's good.
like who do you think will be traded at the deadline though? What teams do you think are gonna make moves?
Um, fuck. Like I knew, I kind of had a feeling Tarasenko was going. Like I didn't know where, obviously, but I mean, like
Yeah.
fucking good fit. York. Um, fuck, man. I don't know. Like it's fucking. I think of teams that are like fucking not doing the greatest is like where I would think they're getting rid of, but I don't
Yeah.
know, man. Like you said, I haven't heard any mock trades or fucking anything as of late. Like I heard McDavid might be going, but just kidding. No,
Like
fuck yeah.
I
Um,
actually Edmonton could make a couple of moves. They kind of need to. They're not the greatest right now.
shake it up, right? Like
Yeah.
fucking.
Show your
I
stars that
can't
you
like
want
I
them there.
like if they don't do good in the playoffs, then it's like okay, shake it up. But
Yeah.
fucking,
I mean the
I
Campbell
don't know. Fucking
experiment.
a bit farther this year too, eh? Just looking at fucking last year's like playoff tree, like whereas the Flames fucking were doing pretty well too, but but like this year, right? Like fucking in the conference final, I'm thinking like if it's going on divisions, like fucking because is Edmonton and Colorado not in the same division? Yeah, right.
I believe so. I'll double check right now. I think
Yeah,
they are. I know they faced each other last year in the West Finals. No, they're
I can
not.
just Colorado playing like Dallas or something, or Edmonton maybe. I don't know. It's all on script, right? Like whatever Bettman's saying, but
Yeah. I mean, the script is kind of going crazy this year.
fucking is it ever, man.
Like, fucking Bedard, he's going to Arizona. We've talked about this so many times, but like, Bettman's putting him in Arizona, whether he likes it or not.
Hey, whose man's is this, bro? You would joke.
Johnny Tapper.
Johnny Bando, where's he at?
He's
Where?
working, bro. He was supposed to be on. He's like, nah, I gotta go work at Tim's Fish and Chips. I gotta cook up them fries. He did make me a gas poutine though. Fucking and Eric Carlson, where the fuck is he gonna go? San Jose, I don't think you move him. I think you take him off the block. Like,
I would
yeah,
like as I feel like it's Carlson wants to go. Like, like he's never won a cup, right? So like
no,
fucking I don't know, like where you fucking send him. Like, yeah, that's a big one actually. Like,
yeah.
do you see him in Boston? Like, fuck. Like, I don't know,
I
probably
mean,
not. Jimmy
who do you
Bucket.
pull the trigger for in Boston? Who does Boston trade for him? Who are you willing to give up? Because they're either gonna ask for Pasternak or Marchand, and you don't give up either of those guys.
No, fuck no. And I can't see them giving up Bergeron or McAvoy. Like, no chance. But I'm thinking like Krejci, like solid like second liners or third liners who have been fucking good for a while. Like I don't know, Coyle. I'm thinking he's good, but like if you're trading for like a defenseman, like I don't
I
know.
mean, call me
Is there
crazy.
anywhere, like Carlson might go?
Like he's been on the block all season, and he's on pace for 100 points this season, and he still hasn't been traded. So like I don't really know who's shopping him. I see a fit in LA for him. I see a fit in back in Ottawa. I see him. I mean, you guys want to pull the trigger, bring him back, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he fits almost on every team. An offensive defenseman who can take a hit. Like it's just what you have to give up to get a player like that, to get a defensive player of the year candidate, fucking 100 point candidate. Like it's wild.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Sorry, I'm switching up. I need a new fucking spot anyway. Need a
I
better setup.
mean,
Yeah.
fuck, man. I mean, the Islanders you're fucking trading right now. Why don't you throw your fucking chips on the table and see what you can get from them? See what they want. You guys are
Maybe.
going. You
Oh,
extend Bo Horvat to an 8 year deal. I mean, take on Carlson to a fucking six.
fuck yeah. They'd be fucking sick to see him go to New Jersey though or something.
That
Because
would
I
be
actually want
sick.
to see the Devils do good. I do. Like they fucking I don't know. Jackie is obviously coming around this year. Like he's playing so fucking good. And like they got Jesper Bratt who's pulling up to play fucking flat. Fucking he's always such a good power play player and stuff. He fucking I don't know, he's always elite on Tampa's power play. Always had a lot of points. So like I don't know if you get add a solid defenseman in with Hamilton. It's like fuck. New Jersey could be dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, the league, man. I don't know what like we're kind of having trouble trying to figure out topics to talk about. It's kind of dead right now. There's nothing crazy going on. Like at the start of the season, there was so much because of the Vancouver drama. The World Juniors came around, the Bedard. Like we started halfway through, so we kind of hammered out every single topic. But like, I think whoever's writing the script for the NHL needs to pick it the fuck up because the NBA script is just on fire. Every week there's something new to talk about. Like,
That's the one thing with NBA too is that like in a matter of fucking weeks you'll have like a whole team traded where it's like
yeah.
fuck man. I don't know if like Brooklyn's getting a bunch of money for that or like what's the deal, but like fuck, I just don't get it because like you can't ever see like I don't know, like say a team who's like Pittsburgh or something, you know what I mean? Who's like, it doesn't even make sense because they've been there for so long, but like they're like halfway through the pack, I'd say what like Brooklyn is, right? And
Yeah,
imagine them rating their whole fucking team, like Crosby, Malkin, Letang, like you know what I mean, like that. It's like fuck, man. Like
yeah.
you get rid of your players. I don't know. That's just the one thing for basketball is where it's like
There's
it's
no
more.
loyalty. There's no loyalty in basketball. There's loyalty in the NHL. Like Ovi stayed, fucking Sidney Crosby stayed. Like I find there's more loyalty in the NHL and then in hockey in general than there is in basketball. KD went to the Warriors, like LeBron dipped and went to Miami. Like you don't see that many stars doing that in the NHL unless there's been a complete falling out, like his phone, like a
No, for
complete
sure.
falling out. Like I mean, Montreal too. Like they're kind of a dead team right now. Fucking, I'm kind of sad to see Cole Caulfield, man. He's out for the rest of the season with an injury.
It's fucking fixed, man. They're going for Bedard.
They're going
Do it
for Bedeck. Man,
all part. Fucking GM says, "Yo, Caulfield, you know you got a leg injury now. You're gonna be out for a couple months." No, no, he's getting surgery though. Actually, it's tough to see for a
yeah.
new guy. Yeah, no, that's fucked.
I mean, could you imagine Bedard does go to Montreal? 3 hours away, bud. We're going to games for sure. We're going to his first game in the league. Like,
Regardless, going to a game, but regardless, that's
I
why
mean,
too. I want to go see 67s. They play fucking uh, Windsor in like 2 weeks. It's like fucking 24th February. I want to go see Shane Wright.
fuck
It'd be
yeah.
sick. See how he does. Like he's definitely going back to the show like at some point. But
Maybe at the end of his contract. I think he might like just hold his contract out.
what?
I think he might just like hold out on his contract, like play to the end of his contract with Seattle and then just fucking sign with a random team. I could see it. I mean, fucking everything going on in the league right now. A lot of Batman talk though. Apparently this is his last year. I really hope he does step away from the league. Like the oldest
Yeah,
GM in all or like oldest commissioner in all of sports.
yeah. Fuck, that's crazy.
Like and there's so much drama with him, man. Like drafts being like people talking about drafts being rigged. Like the Sidney Crosby draft, I remember Ottawa was the bottom of the league that season, and like the very bottom, like no wins. And then he said, "Oh no, 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 it's a lockout season. We have to do a redraft." And then Pittsburgh got it. So I don't know,
What?
man. Yeah, you never heard about that?
No.
The season Sidney Crosby was gonna get drafted, Ottawa was they were like the bottom of the league. And fucking Batman did a redraft of the picks, and then Pittsburgh got first. Like it's just, I mean,
Imagine Crosby would have changed so much. Like that. Fuck.
I would have like changed everything. I'd be fucking, I'm kind of down to do a fucking conspiracy episode. Would you like? I mean, me, you, maybe Ness, Tapper get on here and just talk about NHL conspiracies, like rigged shit. Like I'm game for that too.
Show like I don't know. It's obviously it's you can't really say about other sports either, but like football is just like so fucked, man. Like that game, fucking 2 Sundays ago, or whatever. Like Cincinnati and fucking Cincinnati game, fucking Kansas City. That game was fucked, man. There's so many fucking bad calls and like I don't know, man. Like it was going into overtime. Like I don't know. It was just like so much fucked up shit. I don't know basketball too, but
Yeah. I mean, the fucking one of the players, former players of the NFL, did come out and say that it is scripted training camp. You get
I
a,
that podcast, eh? Like what?
yeah, like he went crazy. He was like, yeah, like you get a script at the start of the season. Like it's all scripted. It's all fake. It's like WWF. And I was
That's
just
fuck.
kind of, and we've had this. A lot of people I know have
I'm
had
gonna
this conversation.
this year's Super Bowl in the script because I need that money. Like let's go. Big.
I mean, we are gonna cover the Super Bowl Monday. Like we're gonna run a pod Monday, talk about who won, all that shit. I think Philly might take it.
Yeah.
I hope they do. Fucking, I don't want to see Jackson Mahomes and Patrick Mahomes' fucking wife screaming on the sideline. They're so annoying.
The Eagles are gonna win. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't even like Jalen Hurts. I don't. I don't even like the Eagles at all. Fuck, going to a football podcast now. But I don't know, man. I just think in the script, it's Philadelphia's year. For
Fair
sure.
enough. Fair enough. I
Fuck.
mean, we kind of covered everything going on in the league right now. I mean, Matt
Yeah,
Dunbar's on the
fuck.
trading block. I mean, fucking 22 days, the deadline's coming up. Hopefully the script gets a little spicy and we got something to talk about. But
Oh, for sure. Like on trade deadline day, all
oh
our
yeah,
shit's going down.
I
Yeah.
mean, trade deadline day, we might as well just pump a video out right as soon as the deadline ends, right at 3 p.m.
Oh,
Just fucking
100%. Oh, yeah. That's probably your best bet. For
yeah.
sure.
Well, fucking, this has been a short episode today, only about 30 minutes. I mean, keep it short and sweet, right? Why not?
Fair enough, boys. Hey, fucking, there's not lots to talk about. There may be, but got a couple average fucking Joes here.
Just
Yeah, whatever.
chilling, trying to have some
Doing
fun.
our best, boys. But
Fuck. I mean, we'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow with the trades and all that for basketball. Basketball boys will give our opinions on it. That'll come at
it's
noon.
taken over. My boy Sykes and Johnny Pando.
The boys, man, they're vile. I mean, Tapper wants to say tomorrow that Kareem is better than LeBron James, but we'll get into that tomorrow.
I think so. Like, you know, just because of the points, like don't mean shit. My boy Kareem was fucking consistent.
Well,
Anyways, that's
that's been today's
vile, isn't it?
episode of Small Town Sports. I hope we'll catch you guys tomorrow. See you later. Peace.